the challenge. We have got to change our challenge rules, and the officials doing the game should have a third party, because that was not a foul.
You can also feel the buzz in the city about what we're going to be able to do. As long as we focus one game at a time, I think we'll be in a great spot.
When they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever.
Imagine being so mad you accidentally start a war with the biggest rising star in women's basketball. That's exactly what Cheryl Reeve did. Her post-finals rant? It wasn't just unprofessional, it was like poking a bear. If that bear was Caitlin Clark's entire fan base. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Now, you're probably thinking, come on, how bad could it be? Folks, we're talking nuclear levels of backlash. Old tweets dug up, accusations flying, and the whole WNBA's reputation on the line. Stick with me, cause we're about to dive into the mess that one coach's temper tantrum created. You know what's wild? Cheryl Reeve lost it after that finals game. I'm talking full-on explosion. Picture this, Reeve at the press conference, looking like she's about to burst. She starts off normal, answering questions about the game, but then boom, the F-bombs start flying. Let's break down what she actually said. It's crazy, trust me. Reeve went off on the refs, accusing them of basically handing the game to the other team. She's ranting about missed calls, unfair treatment, you name it. And check this out. She literally accused the refs of stealing the game. That's nuts. You're thinking, okay, coaches get mad sometimes, but this was different. Reeve wasn't just upset about losing. She was questioning the integrity of the whole league. She starts throwing out stats, talking about how her team never gets calls, how the other team always gets away with fouls. It's like watching a pot boil over in real time.
I know all the headlines will be Reeve cries foul. Bring it on, right? Bring it on, because this shit was stolen from us.
Made an effort to get up and put pressure on people. They're fast, I know, but if we can continue to do that, that's just gonna have to be a habit.
And then her just confidence, you can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair, like she's a performer.
And you know what's even crazier? Reeve's exact words were, "It's hard to beat the Aja Wilson rule." That's when everyone knew this wasn't just another post-game rant. She's calling out specific players, implying there's some kind of conspiracy to favor certain stars. It's the kind of thing that gets you in hot water with the league office. But it didn't stop there. Reeve kept going, getting more and more heated. She's talking about how her players are getting mauled on the court, how the refs are turning a blind eye. At one point, she even says, "I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the WNBA doing nothing about it." That's when jaws really started dropping. You've got to understand, this isn't some rookie coach having a bad day. This is Cheryl Reeve, a four-time WNBA champion coach. She's been around the block. She knows how these things work. So when she's throwing out accusations like this, people pay attention. And let me tell you, people were paying attention. Reporters were furiously scribbling notes, cameras were rolling, and you just know social media was about to explode. Reeve's words were like a match dropped in a pool of gasoline. The WNBA world was about to go up in flames. While Reeve's words set the league ablaze, another fire was quietly spreading. Remember Caitlin Clark? Her fans hadn't forgotten Reeve's past comments. Now they were digging up receipts that would make even the most seasoned PR team sweat.
We know we could have done some things, right? But you shouldn't have to overcome to that extent. This shit ain't that hard. Officiating it's not that hard.
Getting her teammates involved, and they got so many shooters. I watched them play Louisville, and the way they moved the ball and played off of her was just perfect.
For myself, like coming in, right off my college season and then coming right to the WNBA, having that reset has been something that I probably haven't had in like a year.
You know what's wild? While Reeve was busy ranting, Caitlin Clark's fans were watching. And let me tell you, they weren't just sitting back with popcorn. These fans, they're like a swarm of internet detectives, and they had Reeve in their crosshairs. So picture this, Reeve's still fuming from her press conference, and Clark's army is mobilizing. They're not just tweeting angry emojis. No, they're going full-on investigative journalist mode. We're talking deep dives into old interviews, scouring through years of tweets, even digging up ancient press conferences. And what they found? It's like they struck drama gold. Turns out Reeve had quite a history of throwing shade at Clark. Remember that time back in May when Reeve basically dismissed Clark's popularity? She reposted an ad for a Fever game featuring Clark and was like, nah, watch the links instead. She even used this snarky hashtag, #TheWismore the Nun Player. Talk about throwing cold water on the Clark hype. But wait, it gets better. When Clark didn't make the Team USA roster for Paris, Reeve had some choice words about Clark's fans. When asked about the crowd expected to support Clark during a game against the Lynx, Reeve straight up said, I don't give two shits. And when they pressed her, she doubled down with, I don't give one shit. Ouch, that's the kind of stuff that makes fans see red.
That's tough. It's tough to swallow. Just like our 2016 championship that was lost.
14th win for the Fever. And it's been in a long time. All right, we keep moving forward.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA.
So now all these old comments are spreading like wildfire. Clark's fans are sharing screenshots, making memes, you name it. It's like they're building a case against Reeve, and social media is the courtroom. Every retweet, every share, it's all adding fuel to this drama inferno. And here's the kicker, it's not just about Reeve anymore. People are starting to question her role as Team USA coach. They're wondering, if she's got this much beef with the biggest rising star in women's basketball, should she really be leading our national team? It's like dominoes falling, one controversy leading to another. Remember when we thought this was just about Reeve and Clark? Well, buckle up, because the entire WNBA is now caught in the crossfire. How far will this controversy spread, and who's going to be left standing when the dust settles? You won't believe how fast this thing exploded. The WNBA's top brass is in full panic mode. We're talking emergency meetings, PR teams working overtime, the whole 9 yards. They're trying to put out fires left and right, but it's like playing whack-a-mole with scandals. And get this, other coaches are jumping into the fray. Some are backing Reeve, saying she's just passionate about the game. Others, they're calling her out, saying she crossed the line. It's like the WNBA's version of Civil War, with coaches picking sides. But it's not just the coaches. Players are blowing up Twitter with their takes.
You know, I mean, congratulations to the Liberty on their first championship. Been around, I don't know, how long has the league been around? 28 years? It took them 28 years. Congrats to them.
I mean, I'm just really happy for this organization, obviously. I mean, look at these fans. They're incredible. So if it wasn't for them, I don't know if we'd be here.
But it seems like everything is going to be great for her because she's a great talent. She seems like a great gal. I hope she turns that franchise around.
Some are defending the refs. Others are backing Reeve. Fans are going wild, choosing sides like it's a battle royale. It's total chaos out there. Now, here's where it gets really serious. People are starting to question the integrity of the whole league. That's not just bad press. That's the kind of thing that can sink sponsorships, tank ratings, and scare off new fans. The WNBA's worked hard to build its reputation, and now it's on shaky ground. The commissioner's feeling the heat big time. Everyone's looking at her, waiting to see what she'll do. Will she slap Reeve with a fine, suspend her, or try to sweep it under the rug? Whatever she decides, it's gonna make waves. And check this out, for the first time ever, the WNBA is considering implementing a cool down period after games. That means coaches would have to wait before talking to the press. It's like a timeout for adults, giving them a chance to chill before they say something they'll regret. Cool down period or not, some messages don't need words. Enter Caitlin Clark, the rookie who's letting her game do all the talking. With every three-pointer and assist, she's not just playing, she's responding. But to what exactly? While everyone's focused on Reeve's rant and the WNBA drama, Clark's been quietly putting on a show. She's not giving interviews or tweeting about the controversy. Nah, she's too busy dominating on the court. It's like she took all that noise and turned it into rocket fuel for her game.
Right? So, I tell these guys, you know, for whatever reason it didn't work out, right? It just doesn't feel right.
For the first time since 2016, this team has clinched a playoff spot. You guys learned about it last night.
That's how skilled you are. It's the other end that y'all got to start taking way more pride in and understanding like that is going to win us games.
Let's talk about Clark's recent performances. She's been averaging 17.4 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds per game since Reeve's comments. That's not just good, that's historic. We're talking Rookie of the Year type numbers here. And get this, she became the first rookie in WNBA history to drop a triple-double. That's insane. But it's not just about the stats. It's how Clark's playing. She's out there looking like a veteran, not a rookie. Her pace is off the charts. darts, and her passing, chef's kiss. Experts are saying these are her two biggest strengths, and boy are they on full display. Now, let's talk about those logo threes. You know, the ones where Clark's practically shooting from the parking lot? Yeah, she's been nailing those left and right. It's become her signature move, and fans are going wild for it. Every time she steps back behind that line, you can feel the energy in the arena shift. Remember that game against the Minnesota Lynx? Clark went off, she dropped 17 points and dished out 7 assists. But it wasn't just the numbers, it was the way she played. Every move, every shot, it felt like a statement. Like she was saying, you might not want me on Team USA, but you can't ignore me on this court. People are starting to connect the dots. Is this Clark's way of responding to all the drama? To Reeve's comments? To being left off the Olympic team? She's not saying anything, but her game is speaking volumes. It's like she's writing her response in the box score, one amazing play at a time. So here's the deal. One coach loses her cool, and suddenly the whole WNBA's turned upside down. It's wild how Reeve's rant snowballed into this massive drama. Now, we're not just talking about Reeve or Clark anymore. This thing's changing how people see women's basketball. You've got fans digging up old tweets, players taking sides, and the league scrambling to keep it all together. It's like watching a reality show, but with high-stakes basketball drama. And Clark, she's out there silently dropping jaws with her insane plays. Keep your eyes on this, because the WNBA is never going to be the same. We might even see new rules about post-game interviews. It's crazy how one heated moment can shake up an entire league, right?